Dead Workers Party, a Smite podcast.
On Smite, recorded on June 19th, 2014. Oh, episode 209. Did I say that? I don't know if I did.
Did I say that I'm Brent Copeland? Nah.
No, you didn't. Did I ever mention my name ever on all the previous episodes?
I don't believe so. Why don't you inform the people right now?
Well, my name is Eric Fullerton. It's great to meet you.
That's cool. My name's Afro Monkey.
You're a liar.
Oh, yeah.
You're a liar.
He's
wait, where's Kevin?
Vanilla flavor.
Oh, you know, he had stuff to do. Had to put some.
He's probably playing a game or taking a nap or something.
Yeah, he's probably playing a really lame game too.
He always shows up late to the show anyway.
Yeah.
But for reals though, I'm Kevin.
Hey,
and
Kevin.
Afro is at work.
Yeah.
What up, Kevin?
What is up?
And
Tweet me out. That's what's up.
Tweet you out.
Tweet me out every
And
day
Afro's
of the year.
Tweet him
at
out.
work.
That's all you gotta do is tweet him out.
Yeah.
So we have a good little show here. We got a new Mayan hunter to talk about.
No.
Hindu.
No.
I mean
Hindu.
Hindu.
No.
I keep getting that wrong.
That's like the second time you've done that.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Just
Crazy
remember
man.
that it's the first Hindu hunter.
Yes.
First
It's
Hindu
a
hunter.
milestone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like alliteration. It's the Hearst Hindu hunter.
Well, I don't
Hever.
think that starts with an H,
Hever.
but you're entitled to your own opinion. So
That is
That's
fantastic.
true. Force me to change my opinion. Go.
Go. All right. And while
um,
you're doing that,
hey, you
What?
guys.
Yes?
You know what?
No.
If you're playing Poseidon, do you know what his alt is?
yeah. Nice.
What is it?
Yeah. Hey guys, what's
Oh, the Kraken. That's his alt. Got it.
Yeah.
Nice segue. No.
Thanks.
Horrible. Horrible
God.
segue.
You know what isn't horrible though? My week is not horrible.
Oh, yeah.
So I, per usual, been playing lots of games with Team Party, and just we've been trying to practice a lot. A little update if anyone's interested. We maybe finally have our roster nailed down. We met a guy over on Reddit, and we tried him out. We tried out a couple other people too. We found a guy that he's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty good at ADC, so he's on our team now for hopefully, for a long time. So it's pretty cool.
Really?
His name is Dakota Albers.
So was
Ah,
the first question you asked him was, do you listen to On Smite?
I didn't ask him that, but he's he will now, or he better. Actually, I don't think he even know. I think he barely even knows.
You haven't told him about it yet?
Maybe I might have in passing.
That's
Anyway,
right. You'll
but,
have to change your name.
Change
Yeah.
your name.
So we did a couple of scrims last week. We've done well. Actually, we did one against a team that we didn't really know anything about. We just kind of like found them on this Reddit has like a list of scrim partners. The people can just message people and see if they want to scrim. So we found a group on there, and we messaged them. And we didn't do so well against them, unfortunately. But it's good to try things out. And the one thing that was kind of cool is we were
sucked, huh?
we kind of sucked in that game, yeah.
Did the new guy did he quit?
No, he didn't. He was on board with it.
Cool.
So he's not a BMer.
No, he's not. He's the opposite of a BMer. That was one of the things that was actually very important to us. We had another guy lined up that he was very, very skilled, and he was great when we were winning. But as soon as we started losing, he got very negative, and we're like, sorry, not worth it to us. So
We call the opposites. We call them CMers.
So what is an
For,
MBer?
It's compliment mouths.
Oh,
Manor Basher,
Manor Basher. Because he's opposite
Martian-
of a BMer. Wouldn't that be an MBer?
Martian Baseball.
He's a megabyte.
I do like Martian baseball from time
That's
to time.
weird.
But
So also, we got a deal. I don't know if you've ever told people about with the loot
Wasn't
crate.
he in the middle of a sentence?
I don't care what he says.
sorry, did the middle of my sentence interrupt the beginning of yours?
Yeah, maybe, possibly. Who knows? Anyway, so what did Brent have to say?
I was going to just say, go to lootcrate.com /deadworkers and Put in code DEAD. Get you some loot.
And get you some
Geeky swag.
some cheap loot. You want to see real quick?
Look at this. Look at this. This is awesome. This is awesome.
I'm a huge fan of Transformers and, well, a big fan of Back to the Future. I've always liked Transformers, but this is a nice combination T-shirt that is Marty Mick Prime.
Did you learn to hold it like that in like an Old Navy somewhere? Like, did you work at Old Navy
doing?
and they're like, when you show a T-shirt to someone, make sure you hold it like this.
Yeah. It's like
Eric's
I'm
a professional T-shirt holder.
pro.
He has a degree in it and everything.
Get the DeLorean and the Transformer for you audio listeners. That's what's going on now. Anyway, so yeah, Loot Crate is awesome. If you're not Loot Crating, you got to. Get some fun stuff in there.
Bam.
Anyways.
Anyway.
So thanks for that. But I was gonna say that we were playing games on Monday at our Monday practice, and we won one, lost one of our pre-mates that we played. And at the end, the one we lost wasn't. It was a kind of a harsh loss, really. And we were like, let's just play Arena together. Let's just kind of own. So we hopped into Arena, and my go-to in Arena is Skilla because I just love her. Love her so much.
Oh, yeah, she's cool.
So I hop into Arena with Scylla, and we start playing, and the game ends, and I went 25-0
Whoa.
in that match as Scylla, which is the best I've ever done in Smite, ever.
Wow. That's insane.
I've been 23-0 as Kronos before, but this match as Scylla was the best stats I've ever had in a game of Smite.
Wow.
Crazy.
And you
one of
weren't
the coolest
smurfing,
things.
Huh?
What?
You
Sorry?
weren't smurfing or anything. Huh?
I was not smurfing. We were playing with the full team. It was kind of unfair. We demolished them as a team.
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of sad because we were playing as like a 5-man pre-made, a organized group of 5 people that play together a lot and playing in this arena together. The best part was that once you start out, everyone knows how arena works, right? So you get to level 5 pretty soon, right?
Even my parents
real
know that.
fast.
Yeah, we taught him
Right,
last
exactly.
night. We went over to Eric's house and taught his parents how to do Arena.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, it wasn't in Smite. It was just in their bedroom, and we set up like pillows around.
Yeah.
And
Then
Rogue Tomato.
We just can't stop him off that train. He's just on the
You guys
rails.
just don't want me to talk about my week anymore, do you? Whatever.
Go ahead.
Go for it. Keep going.
I'm done. I went 25 with Scylla, and it was great. It was a good game. So, Eric,
Yeah.
looks like what you did here was almost as good as what I did.
Yeah, almost. So I finally got my first pinnacle.
real.
Yeah,
For
not
real?
a real one. I got a couple kills with Loki when I was smurfing, but that doesn't count.
Right.
I got a pinnacle, I think, with somebody else. Anyway, no smurfing. This was a legit pinnacle. Finally, I have on my record. You can look me up, Eric Fullerton. You can see I got a pinnacle in my stats.
How'd it go down? What was the scenario?
Yeah, give us that. What was your build?
So this was in Arena, and I was Loki. So basically, big fights go down about mid or kind of on our turf, on our side. And as Loki, I'll hide in the mid camps and wait for everybody to spin their ults. And then when that's done, a bunch of like hurting people are going to be running towards their base to get healed.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of the meta for Loki, right? Just seek out the
Do
easy
nothing
kills.
until the other team's almost dead.
Seek out the easy
hate
kills,
Loki
basically,
now.
right?
Well,
On this particular time, all 5 of them go running. They're all like super low. The whole team is all mad because like they're low too, and nobody's chasing them or anything. I was the only person in the entire game with full health, full mana. And I went chased them all down, stabbed them all in the back, got a pinnacle. It was pretty easy.
One by one by one.
Yeah, just
How did
like
they not
bam,
like
bam,
disperse
bam, bam.
enough for you to not be able to? Like, I feel like did they just like stay in a group?
Well, the very last one was a little tough because there was a little bit more time. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one went running the other way. I got the 4 because they were going in the same door, and then
Right.
the other guy, and I think it was like a tank. It was a Ymir, I think. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to get it. And I'm like, time is ticking. I need this last kill. And I could see him. My ult was down. I'd used my ult just to get into the fight.
Right.
So it was just like, what can I do? Anyway, I forget if I blinked. Anyway, everything I had was on cooldown. So, like, everything was fine. But just barely got that last one. And I was super happy about that.
Nice.
And I got to hear the new Pentakill. And he
Is that
screams
good?
it. Yeah, it sounds great.
Is your team happy?
Yeah, the team was
They
great.
care?
And, in the lobby, and it was just like that Loki dough,
Yeah.
that Loki Penta.
Loki Bill.
So anyway, that was.
Did you guys win the game too?
Yeah, we won the match as well. So it was also a win. So that was good. So yeah, that was excellent. Loved it.
Very cool.
It's really cool. Yeah.
And then we played Siege just right before this.
Yeah, we played Siege yesterday too.
Mm-hmm. Played some Siege,
and we won both of them.
Yeah, same makeup of lanes. Right?
We almost lost today because we had this goofy Apollo playing with us, but
somehow I knew
Kevin
that was going to go this direction. Somehow I knew it.
But in the end, the Amir Arachne combo pulled it out.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And, we got our second win.
And then how
Siege
did
team.
the Titan go down though on the game today?
I think Apollo did a cheesy backdoor.
Yeah, backdoor Apollo. Hey,
it was
a good
pretty. It was
strat.
sweet. I ran right up the mid. I killed the siege monster and grabbed damage buff real quick, and I ulted. And I saw Zhong Kui run right out under me, and I knew he knew exactly where I was going because their Titan was so low. Mm-hmm. So I arrive at the Titan, and Tyr is standing next to it basically. And I land right directly on the Titan with my ult, and I'm just trying to ping away as fast as I can. And Tyr jumps in. And Ao Kwang comes right out of my left eyesight, and I think tosses tornadoes and his ult down on top of me. And Tyr's trying to get in between me and the Titan, but it was just it didn't work out for them. Still got him.
Just wasn't enough.
That was nice.
Just wasn't
So
enough.
then we won. Yeah,
it was a good one.
It's a good one.
Really good one.
That's really all the Smite I've played this week.
Mm-hmm.
So those two
That's
matches.
too bad.
Yeah.
You're still really busy, huh?
What?
You guys still really busy?
Yeah.
We're going out of town again, to a convention. You're coming into town, so that.
Oh
would
yeah,
be
we
cool.
should probably tell people about that. I don't think they know about that so much.
Yeah, we've been busy trying to get a lot of videos edited and done for our channel and all this stuff, and just like Arcadia Con, that was just like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So this has just been a busy month. So.
Yeah, so next week we will all be at Play On Con in Birmingham, Alabama, at the Birmingham, Alabama 4-H Center. Mm-hmm. If you're anywhere nearby in the area or something, you should come. And
because there's nothing. I mean, everything's near there. So
okay,
yeah, it's
whatever.
campground out in the middle of nowhere.
If you have nothing to do that weekend and you're willing to drive an hour both ways,
or two,
Mm-hmm.
or 7,
if you get lost, yeah.
feel free to come. And one of the other cool things is we maybe next week might be able to record this podcast with me in the room with them.
Yeah, on my lap. He's gonna sit here on my knee.
Maybe not anymore now.
What's wrong with that?
You don't like his lap, or?
So news this week.
News, huh?
News.
Dun dun.
Yes.
So Gabe.
Wait, don't we have news?
That is news.
We do.
Oh, that is it? Oh, okay.
That's
I thought we
news.
had a little news thing. Okay.
Oh, do we?
Well, I don't know. Maybe not. We never made a news bumper? Somebody, quick, send one in. Email us. Okay. Yeah.
News, huh? What's happening this week?
Yeehaw. News.
Pentakill.
All right, there you
Weird.
go. Now we can
Good.
talk about news.
Now we can.
So what happened to Gabe this week? Something amazing.
Yeah, he's getting a steam broom bath.
Yeah.
And he's giving us all 50% off skins, but it's just for the weekend. So if you're listening to this podcast, not live.
You still have one more day. When you're listening to this podcast, that's the last day.
on the 23rd.
And this comes out on the 23rd on Monday, yes. So if you're listening to this, get on Smite right now if you didn't already know about this, and buy any skin that is a pre-launch skin. They're all 50% off.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty
Which is
epic.
really good.
Pretty cool.
Especially for the 600 gem skins. That's like Dark Lord Sun Wukong and High Seas Sobek and Hebro. Like those are all 50% off.
There's a huge list. You can actually go to smitegame.com and check out the full list.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is anybody here taking advantage of that? Any
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
get-
yet, but
I'm gonna pick up some people. I think. I mean, I don't know because I think most of the skins that I really wanted I already have. Right.
Yeah, same here.
So there's some that I was like thinking about maybe like Hebro. I might pick him up because I really like.
He's cool.
Haba's base skin but I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to spend 600 gems because I like his base skin a lot.
Yeah.
So I might pick him up. I might also pick up Dark Lord Sun Wukong. Thinking about him too,
That's a good
maybe.
one. Yeah.
I don't really play Sun Wukong though, but it's just such a cool skin that getting it at 50% off
Yeah.
just might be worth it. So
Yeah,
Might do
yeah,
that.
definitely.
for sure. One of the cool things that we should also talk about is they made a video with Gabe in it on their Smite Game channel.
So
Yeah,
funny.
it's pretty
So
funny.
good.
And it's
pretty good stuff.
it is my favorite video Hyros has ever made. It is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. Gabe's just like pimping in
Yeah.
that hot
Yeah.
tub.
And
I don't even want to talk about it, but just know that Valve might not like this video very much. That's all I'm going to say. So go to their channel and
Yeah.
check it out. It's called the Gabe Said So Summer Skin Sale.
That's it. Yeah.
Gabe said so. Yeah, it's good stuff. And Gabe's a good friend of ours. I was just talking to him actually this week about trying to get on Smite on the Smite Twitch channel.
Yeah.
So he's going to talk
wow.
to some people and see if that's possible.
Very cool.
So everybody should tweet to him. That's don't.
But treat him nicely.
to him.
Don't be like mean or anything. Be like, hey jerk.
Yeah, actually,
Don't do that.
Don't tweet him. Tweet Smite
Yeah, tweet
Itself.
like Hyros Chris or something.
and tell them that on Smite podcast should stream each week.
Or
Can
like
you-
tweet like Todd Harris. How about that? Yeah, do that one.
Yeah,
Harris.
What's up, man?
Todd Harris.
Can you talk about the secret project that you recorded today?
I guess all really I say is we're involved in a video about some Smite lore, and we got to do the voiceover for it.
Yeah.
So, as soon as that's out, we'll definitely let you in on that. Let you know about it.
Yeah.
It's really good that you guys told me about that before right now.
Well, it had
Isn't that
nothing
cool?
to do with you, but
You know how that goes. So once again, on the Smite Game YouTube channel, once again.
Yeah.
what's on there?
Us.
Oh,
Yeah.
not
And-
yet, maybe.
Today and yesterday.
Maybe, hopefully, if they don't hate it. And
Today and
delete it.
yesterday, they are we talking about the Smite Game channel? Are you saying something else and I'm interrupting you?
No.
No,
I
we're
was
talking about the Hindu hunter.
Yes,
Hindu
so
Hunter.
today on the Smite Game channel, they revealed Rama, who is
Rama
the
lama
first
ding dong.
Rama.
Hindu hunter to be added to Smite, and he will be in the game next week.
How do you spell that?
Rama. It's really
That's easy.
mysterious.
That's an easy one to do.
It's
right?
like ramen noodles, but without the N.
Oh.
But if you're willing to
Raymond.
do some searching, look on the Smite Game channel, and you can find the video. I mean, you could just wait till tomorrow because if you're listening to this live, if you're not listening to it live, then you already you probably know everything about him already. But you can, if you're listening to this live, you can look on Twitch and you can find the video that shows off all of his skills. And the cool thing about him is he's very auto attack based.
Yeah.
So 2 of his abilities directly affect his auto attacks. His third ability is like a dodge. It's actually a dodge roll, which is really sweet. And then his ult is also like it's a very skill shot based ult. So he's really cool for somebody that has good aim. He's going to be very, very rewarding character for someone that has good aim. So basically, Zapman and like Barracuda and Shaggy Shank are just going to tear it up
Shaggy Shank.
Yeah.
with Rama.
A Rama
Rama
lama
ding
ding dong.
Speaking of Raw. That segue.
Like that one?
Pretty good.
This is like a
That
quick
was
little
very
bumper.
good, actually.
That's the new Rama bumper. We're working on it.
Yeah.
We've been
No,
practicing
that
this
was
for like 6 months
that's
now. So.
for Raw.
Usually we're holding each other's nut sacks. but
Whoa.
it's-
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
maybe.
Eric, you know,
I
I
took
heard,
a turn.
It's
Sorry.
like
I heard,
almonds.
Eric, that we're going to be getting a new Raw skin.
Roskin.
And it's going to be like,
Oh, this thing. This thing is crazy, though. I don't know. Like, so he's like, America.
it's called Raw America.
America.
Do you think
And-
Egyptians are a little pissed about that?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it seems like you're like, screw Egypt. It's all about America. You know?
Well,
Like,
this
I
is
don't
all-
like. I don't know. I think it's funny and cool, and like I like it. It's neat. But I'm just worried about like some backlash on Reddit or forums, and then they have to take it away because like people hate it. Like people are
Well-
sensitive about that kind of thing. I'm
Yeah,
not
but-
really, but I'm thinking. I'm trying to predict. That might be.
And
what
I think they
feels-
kind of missed something here.
What's that?
I think this should have been on Vulcan. because Vulcan does all
Vulcan?
like the missiles and stuff. That would have been like fireworks and like.
Oh, okay.
And like Ra's like it's just like the blaze. I don't see where they can incorporate the fireworks so much. But maybe that'll be really cool how they do it. So
well, he's
maybe
got
when
like
he does
snakes. It's kind of
maybe
Egyptian. Anyway.
right when he does this like one and it comes down, it'll be a bunch of fireworks that like fall in the line.
yeah, or
Oh,
like
yeah.
a crackler or pop. What are the little
Oh yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
the black cats?
Roman candles?
That's just what they're called. Not being
Oh,
racist.
okay.
Little fireworks, then blow up on the ground.
So
I think in terms
know.
of maybe controversy, I don't know, because I think controversy, I mean, we probably all think the controversy would be silly, but I think it's not a huge deal because this is a skin, right? Like, it's something you don't have to get. It's completely optional. It's, only cosmetic. I mean, because, like, if you look at other gods, of course, they've, in a way, I mean, like, Neith, right? There's, like, sexy nurse Neith. That's definitely not lore specific, right?
Oh, I'm
Or do you guys just
not
think it's
even
because
talking
it's
about
America?
lore. We're saying, or at least I'm saying, because it's like America. It'd be like, say if there was a game and Uncle Sam was in the game as a character. Hi, I'm Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam.
And they like put him in like a Russian outfit.
Right.
Like Americans would flip out, right? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like,
yeah, because he's an American icon.
No, he's not a god, but
Right. But Ra is an Egyptian icon.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but he's not worshipped anymore. He's, like, historically an icon, I guess.
Yeah.
But no one
Well,
cares.
but
about
you could still say the same for like Washington, like our first president,
yeah.
President Washington.
Hell, you could
personally,
say
he's
it
not
about
president.
Ronald McDonald.
He's not president anymore, so screw him. Like throw a Nazi symbol on his jacket and call it a day. It would still be offensive.
Well, guys, what do you think? I mean, like, there's that movie with Abraham Lincoln hunting vampires, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely pretty silly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
well, let me rephrase this. I could care less. I'm just saying. I wonder.
Well
I
said.
wonder if there's a group of Egyptians out there that are mad.
Yeah.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on. There's, well, never mind. We won't
You're
go
gonna
into
say
that.
there's more of us than there are. Of
No, I was
them.
gonna say like there's the whole controversy right now of the Redskins, like team, like having to possibly change their name because
Oh.
some
Native
Indians find it
Americans.
offensive, right?
Right.
Native Americans. But it was just funny, like hearing the news story, like the lady talking about, like, well, it's like saying the N word, to lots of people. You just, you shouldn't use Redskins. And I'm like, okay, but see, here's the difference. You just said Redskins like 50 times. But you can't even say the other word. You have to actually say the N word. Like, are you starting with the R word? I don't know where I'm taking the show, but let's move on.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
see what you
Yeah,
mean.
anyway.
But
It's getting good in here.
it's good.
Yeah.
Hot.
It's getting good.
Yeah. So,
What's the next one?
America skin. What do you think about it?
Marco.
I like
I have
it.
a
It's
message
cool.
for you.
I'm sorry about it.
Gotta go fast!
That's all I got to say.
Yeah! We got mail. Let's take a look at Mercury's website. Let's go!
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What if they made a Mercury skin in it? Never mind. Let's
right.
move on to the mail sack.
All right, mail sack Mercury. He's got some dandies for us. I'm gonna start off out of order and pick this letter from the very bottom of the pile right here. Oh, here it is. Here it is, right here. Okay, what does this mail say? It says, it's from Mitch Mady, and it says, if Eric could give any god a lap dance, who would it be? That is a good question. Let's see. Nobody with spikes or anything. Nobody like rough
give you a
skin,
bad
like
day.
not Sobek. Somebody with soft skin, I guess.
Fenrir?
Like, I guess a guy would be weird. Maybe a girl then. How about Neith? There you go. Or Arachne. No. She had spikes in her skin. No, I'm not sitting on a spider. Yeah, let's go Neith. Why not?
You don't want to get Arachne?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I might give one of her eggs a lap dance or something. Why not?
That sounds
That's
I
worse.
weird.
could hatch it for her. Hey, you want me to hatch this egg for you, Arachne? I got it. I got this. And then play some like Lionel Richie, maybe.
Lionel Rich.
Is that a little
I'm
weird?
thinking probably like Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
What's
I could do
going
that.
on?
You'll find out when you come to Huntsville. Fantasia.
We will.
That's all I'm going to say. You're old enough to. Never mind. So this next one here is from P Took 5 Hours. Hey guys, I want to ask about how does a fake charities work, because I heard that Smite's going to have a charity stream and they talk about how it's real and not fake.
So I guess this brings up, I guess we didn't mention this, the Raw America skin, everyone that buys it, $2 is going to be donated to the American Red Cross.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Well, that is what's going to happen.
That's good.
Oh, loud.
Wow.
But to answer your question, I have no idea. Not a clue. I can't answer your question.
Well, so the real question is,
what is a fake
how
charity?
does a fake charity work? So a fake charity is someone who says they have a charity and they take your money for the charity or other donations and then keep it for themselves 100%. I got to say 100% because for the most part, charities actually take a large portion of your donation.
Yeah.
So, but charities are good still, so don't let me dissuade you from donating to charities. But that is what a fake charity is. They're a charity that's not a charity, hence the word fake.
Yeah. It's a good answer.
What Brent
It's a
said,
dandy
he's a
of
smarty.
He's a smarty.
Okay, so next.
From Dun Long. Hey, Marshmallow Men. I just watched the spoils for America skin. What laugh do you guys think he will have? Because I don't think the in the current game can be replaced.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I heard from the people on Reddit, which was I thought was great, it should be America.
Ah, that'd be funny. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. America. I dig that one. Or you have a thought in your head, Brent?
Yeah, you thinking
Trying to
on.
squeeze it out.
Maybe. Oh no, that's not out of my head.
Whoa.
It was after the bell, the run to the border. But no, I was gonna say like if they had like George Bush's laugh or something, right? or like
Oh, yeah.
some really
That'd be funny.
one of the president's laughs is very
Yeah.
distinctive.
Clinton. Something, yeah.
And then he goes off with Aphrodite, and
Oh,
they lay some arachne eggs for you.
Oh, yeah. Arachne eggs.
Yeah. So
I like this.
let me ask you that: how is Arachne making those eggs all the time? It's, maybe you should be getting a lap dance.
Yeah,
with
just so I
Arachne.
know a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like biologically.
Sure. I'm not talking about the production of.
That's right. Yes.
No?
That's production. No, maybe not.
So yeah.
There is a way to hear George Bush laughing. By the way.
George W. Bush, inexplicable
Okay.
laugh. Take a
This
look.
is an inexplicable laugh here. Is this going to get us flagged on YouTube here?
Well, Mr.
Yeah.
President, there's actually happy people in
Okay, if you're waiting,
Ardmore,
just
Oklahoma, 'cause that's where
you'll hear
a
this
lot of
just
these
in one
tanks
second.
come
Ready
from.
for this?
And the
So,
other
yeah.
half of
Okay. So.
Texas.
Here you are.
Okay.
All right. Well, that was great. Thanks.
That was great content right there.
Oh, that was impeccable.
Fill in the Chibalanque.
Yeah. Oh, we filling it in.
We're filling it in.
Oh, sweet. Okay, we haven't done this.
So
in
this
like
is
a couple
round.
weeks.
Yeah.
This is round table. I wish we had Afro in here, but okay, Eric, give me a place. Try to keep it Smite centric.
Okay. America. Huh? That's the new raw skin.
Okay.
Or Egypt. Is Egypt better? Would you
Okay.
rather have Egypt?
Adjective. Give me an adjective, Kevy. Do you need definitions?
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Adjective. Oh, that is an adjective.
Okay, Eric, give me a plural noun.
How about lanes?
Okay, give me another adjective and a plural noun.
How about creepy? And the plural noun will be arachne eggs.
Good one.
Okay, Eric, give me a noun.
A noun.
A noun.
Tower.
Tower. Chat room, give me an adjective. I'll come back and look for it. Nivik, give me a silly word. In chat room, that's an adjective. Y'all spit
Silly
them out.
word. Quacking.
That's a good one.
Quacking. Okay, Eric. A type of liquid.
A type of liquid. How about who's got what is that stuff that comes out of when he pukes and the minions come out? Bakasura puke.
Baccaspura?
Baccaspura or Bacasura juice.
Okay. Wow.
Or Bacca juice. How about
Bacasura's juice?
puke juice?
Okay, plural noun, Kevy.
That's gonna be so good. I can feel it.
Okay, I saw
Takes.
Ghibli. I like Ghibli, so we're using Ghibli.
Ghibli,
That's not a plural noun.
No, that's for an adjective. I'm not talking about
Oh, in the chat, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Titans.
Titans. Okay,
Titans, that's a
and
good
we
one,
needed
too.
another adjective, so I'll grab another one from the chat room. How about butamus? Butamus. I see that a few.
Butamus. Wow, that is a big
That's
word.
a nice one for Mitch Mady. Nice
Okay,
like
and
that.
who are we on? We need a number and a noun. Each of y'all give me
one. We're in a noun. How about
first number. I need.
5.
5. That's how many people are in a team of conquest. I see
Yep,
what you did there.
Yep.
And a noun.
Heart bomb.
Heart bomb. And gentlemen, we have our fill in the Shibalanka. Come back next week and we'll read it off for you.
Next week.
It's hammer time!
No, I'm just kidding. I couldn't do that.
I was
to
like,
you.
whoa, he really is.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to
Okay.
say, like, oh, he's serious.
So here we go.
Yeah. La 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 la.
Now that Saudi Arabia and America and all those other dangerous, Arab countries have raised the price of gasoline, millions of patriotic lanes are trying to economize. Americans are riding bicycles and creepy small cars. Many people have turned in their old gas-guzzling arachne eggs and ride to work every day in a tower.
Nice.
Scientists are working on Ghibli substitutes for gas. One is called Quackum.
Quackum.
It is made by mixing regular gasoline with Bacasura's juice.
Yeah.
Ew.
Other people are depending on electric titans.
Ooh.
These are very butamus, but there's a problem. You have to stop every 5 miles to have your heart bomb recharged.
Oh yeah.
That's saving
works
gasoline.
Surprisingly well.
Nice.
That was impressive. I like it.
I do too.
There we go.
Words of wisdom.
I have an electric Titan. It's the electric Titan Model Q. It's very good.
And the Bacca juice probably smells great in there.
The Bacca juice is it kind of smells pretty bad, but my nose hairs have all burned off, so it's okay now.
And that leads us to this.
It's hammer time! Thor's Top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got this. Top 5 mall locations of the gods.
Number 5. Hebo's Habwa's Surf Shop.
Oh yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I get a t-shirt from there.
Number 4 is Emir's 31 Flavors.
Ooh, yeah.
see what they did.
Delicious
and
Emir
tasty.
flavored ice cream.
Cold and sugary.
Yeah, speaking of sugar.
Speaking of sugar, number 3. Geb's Rock Candy.
Yeah. And then number 2, Moose and Cobb's Candle Shop.
Hey, because of the wax.
Yeah.
I get it.
Beeswax.
I get it. It's brilliant.
Beeswax.
And number 1 mall location of the god is Aphrodite's Secret.
Ooh la la.
Yeah.
Nice job.
All right.
That was Thor's Top 5.
So what is Aphrodite's secret?
I don't know, Kevin.
That
seem
she
to know.
is a crazy good solo laner.
Okay.
And if she did a horrible job, what would happen to her probably if she was in a less than friendly
She might
match?
get EM'd.
Well, that kind of brings us to
Fuel for the fire! Agni's Hot Topic. The fire enlightens and the fire consumes!
Yeah.
it makes me want to go watch the Doors movie for some reason. Drop some acid.
Ooh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Ooh, got some water here. Put myself out.
What?
Did he actually catch himself?
Is that
on fire?
lame? I was trying to, because it's a hot topic.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Oh, it's supposed to be
That's
funny,
funny.
not awkward.
Wow,
Oh,
you
I
guys
get
aren't
it.
funny at all. Gosh.
Sweet.
You should probably just uninstall.
Uninstall.
You're not funny. You don't even know what funny is.
You don't
Go
even-
back to base. I'm muting you.
You know
I
what
bet
this
you
is?
don't even funny.
This is an example. He's showing us real time what BMing is.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah?
what is BMing?
You want to give a definition of it, Kevin? You do it
Yeah,
the most.
I think
so.
BMing is any speech that is either I would say that is either intentionally or unintentionally. Well, no, I'll just say intentionally trying to make a teammate feel bad about something. And I don't say unintentionally because sometimes you could phrase things poorly, but you didn't mean to. And then usually, you apologize. You're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound that as bad as it did." And I do that. Like sometimes I'll type things out, or I'll like accidentally hit like VER, and then cancel that like on accident after someone dies. And I'm like, "Oh, whoops! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that." Right.
yeah.
So, but then when
He's a big
when
old
you
BMer.
you're like, "Wow, you missed all those skill shots. What are you doing?" Or "Wow, nice follow through there, support."
But
You know-
but there's and I think the point of kind of talking about what it is also talking about what it isn't.
Exactly.
Like there's a lot of times people will like try to give you constructive criticism. Sometimes
Right.
it's not as constructive as it should be, and it kind of falls kind of borderline between the two. But it's kind of looking at it and go, okay, this he's not really just trying to be a jerk to me and call me an a-hole and tell me to uninstall. He's actually trying to give me some advice, like, hey, what's that build you got? Like he could have said, hey, it would be better if you bought this.
Yeah.
Because it'll give you more of this, but when he's just like, why didn't you buy that?
Yeah.
So I think some of the streamers actually get called out for BMing when they aren't actually BMing. Because you got to imagine these guys probably know a lot more than the people they're playing with. A lot, even the people that are listening. So it's like they've got a lot more advice and information than a lot of people. So I think a lot of times it comes off sounding like BM when it's just trying to help you.
One thing I noticed that Drybear does a lot that I try to do when I'm attempting to give constructive criticism is you throw in words that show that you're not being angry. To be like, like you say like plea instead of please. Because like please can sometimes come off even kind of harsh, right?
Yeah.
It's like, please, man, don't go to Fire Giant right now. Or just like, don't go to Fire Giant, plea. Like it sounds much
Plea.
better when you say
Plea?
like plea.
Without the S and the E?
Yeah,
Sounds
right?
like
It sounds
bad
like
English.
more. I think it sounds better when you do something like that.
I don't think I've seen that.
And please doesn't necessarily mean you're BMing, and you're often they're probably trying not to, but it sounds like that because unfortunately, so many people use it to BM.
Yeah, you're right. That I think I always mistake that too. It's like, please don't get that buff right now, or
Yeah, it sounds like you're so exasperated by that person, right?
or like everyone, please don't forget about the minions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess thrown in there, it can totally be seen as two different things. But I read this book about philosophy, and one of the chapters was about people writing things off or belittling other people and why we do it. Because everybody does it. It's just
Right.
part of being human. And one of the big reasons is to give yourself some sort of like positive feedback, even though you're being negative, but you're giving yourself something so you can keep going. Like, if no one is congratulating you and saying how good of a job you are, then you can take it upon yourself to make everybody else feel lower, and then therefore you've made yourself feel higher. So you've given yourself a raise, basically. So, whereas no one else was there to do that. So you say, oh, well, you suck at this game. Like, whatever you say is now, but other people will take that and, well, they have to defend themselves now. So now it's a fight. It goes back and forth, back and forth. I mean, you can ignore somebody who's doing that with the knowledge of, oh, well, we're not giving him any kind of reinforcement, so he has to do that because he's a human being we're playing with. So you can possibly, if the science of philosophy is correct, if you congratulate somebody or tell them how good they're doing, then you could possibly outrule the whole BMing thing altogether. Now that's just a possibility.
Or not feeding.
Or not sucking it, or not actually sucking in the game.
No, well, and that comes off a lot. Like what you're talking about is like when your team is losing. Like you said, losing, and they don't want to be the blame of it, so they basically do the prison thing, right? They run in with the chair and smack it across someone's head first day, so they can establish who's boss, right?
Right.
They're crazy. You don't want to mess with them, so don't start telling me that I'm sucking because I'm telling you suck and you all suck, so I must be the one not sucking.
Right.
So yeah.
This I experience this a lot playing mid lane.
I bet you do. See, that's BMing. Just give an example.
Yeah, so a lot of the time playing mid lane, and I'm fully willing to admit that I make bad plays sometimes, and that's not, it sometimes is my fault. But often I'll be in mid lane, and someone will call out, like the jungler will come over and call out that they're going to gank the lane. And they'll be like, I'm ganking, and just go right in, and then die. And they're like, why didn't you follow up on that, Poseidon? And I'm like, I was in tower. You were way far ahead of me. I couldn't have gotten to you even if I could. And even if I had wanted to get there, I'm out of mana right now, so I couldn't have helped you anyway, even if I was nearby, right?
Yeah.
And so it's almost like what Brent said with the chair thing is someone makes a poor decision, and they want to throw someone else under the bus immediately to try to toss the blame off of them.
The other thing, this happened to me, I guess it was probably a month ago, maybe a little longer, but I was playing an assault, and I got Aphrodite. And, no, I got Ra. Got to get it straight. And so, I'm the healer of the team, and I go playing, and three of the people on the team were in a clan together, so I knew they were friends and probably on, talking, TeamSpeak or whatever. But they would say stuff like, heal me. And I'm like, I'm out of mana. Like, there's no way I can heal you. But, like, we were losing at the beginning, and so they started just going off on me. Just, like, tell me I'm the worst Raw ever. Like, into the game, I had, like, over 25,000 healing. Like, it was good, not just decent stats on stuff. It was good stats. Had, like, the best KDA ratio. And it's like... Yeah. But they were still like, report Raw, he's the worst Raw. And I'm like, dude, look at the Raw on the other team. Doesn't he have a tenth of the healing I had, let alone the kill? It's just like... Yeah. But because they're friends and because I spoke up in-game and defended myself, they felt the need to, like, really, like, harass me.
Yeah.
And that was kind of annoying because there was, like, really nothing I could do about it. It just ruined my night. And I quit playing for the rest of the night because it was just like there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, that's one of the worst parts about BMing is like any person, like especially people in maybe our community, and I know at least us, you can recognize that what's going on, and you can you're like, well, that guy's just a jerk, right? But at the same time, you can't help but feel bad about it, and you can't help sometimes about just like, well, I don't want to play anymore now, so cool, right? Like that happens to me. Like I think I mentioned this a couple episodes ago. It's probably further in the back that after playing League games, going back to Casual Conquest is not stressful for me at all anymore. It used to be very stressful, but playing at the stress of League, Casual is nothing, right? And still, even sometimes people will BM, and usually I toss off as, whatever, right? This is Casual Conquest. I understand that you want to win. I'm not trying to lose. But it's not, you're not going to lose any stats by me losing this game if I make poor decisions or whatever. And of course I'm trying. I'm not like trying to throw the game or anything like I said. But even so, sometimes I'll be like, well, I'm done playing with this game because that guy was mean. And I feel bad now. And I'm going to go and watch Netflix or something now because even though I know that like this game didn't really matter, and that guy was just being a jerk. You sometimes just can't help but be affected by it, and that sucks. And that's one of the unfortunate. It's unfortunate that BMers can have that power even when you recognize what they're doing, and even though you know like how to counter it, maybe. But it stinks that they can still do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder too. Like I always I don't let it bother me, and I just kind of forget it. And in my head, I'm thinking this guy's gonna forget it possibly faster than, the attacker might forget it faster than the attackee, or the one that was attacked, because he's gonna go on to continue attacking people in the game. So in his head, when he goes to sleep, is I attacked like 60 people today. Like I'm really going to remember that one guy who happens to be me. So that's the way I put it. Is like, who even cares? Because the guy doesn't even know me, or he's not even going to remember it. Right after this match is done, he's just going to move on. So why would I let that one little attack bother me when it, in the scheme of things, it's like a grain of salt? It's like a So anyway, so maybe you could have that outlook, and maybe it'll help you. Maybe.
One
that's
thing,
a good point.
Yeah, I think that's good too. One of the issues that I know I have also is I'm reluctant for muting people, because usually I've found that the people that BM, not always, but okay, maybe like half and half. People that BM are also people that use VGS a lot, so they're very communicative in that way. So, but if I mute them, I don't hear their VGS anymore. And then, what if they're still trying to communicate legitimate things to me? Then I won't know, so I'm hesitant to mute them. So I would...
Is that true, though? You don't
hear
their...
true.
Okay.
Yeah, if you mute, you don't hear anything from that player at all anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to suggest to Hi-Rez that when you mute a player, it mutes all their chat, certainly, and then it only mutes the functions of VGS that aren't like game related. So it would like mute nice job, it would mute you rock, it would mute cancel that, it would mute maybe those ones in particular, maybe awesome, it would mute woohoo, like the stuff that can be used sarcastically, it would mute all of those, but it would keep like enemy missing, attack fire giant, yes and no, retreat, it would keep those there. So if they're communicating legitimate things to you, you still know, but they can't be sassy or sarcastic, and you definitely can't hear the chat messages.
That's what it does?
That's what it should do. It doesn't do that.
I
that's
should
what I would
keep
like
out
for
the
it
yes
to
and no, too, because the yes and no can be used to really aggravate people.
Yeah, I think...
but without the other bits, I don't think so much, right? Because if you can have, like, you rock, no, right? But if it's just no, by itself, it's a lot... Because you can be like, retreat left lane, no. Attack left lane, no. So that
right. But if you say you rock someone on the team, they can be like, no. Right?
That's possible. They could still use it, but I think you have a lot less worry.
Yeah.
Then if you just don't use you rock, right?
Sounds
yeah,
good.
Exactly.
Sounds good. Okay, so have we chatted about this enough? Is this enough?
Well, we should also, we've talked about like how to. I guess we kind of did talk about how to communicate to your teammates to criticize in a way that's helpful.
And
don't do it. Learn how to, like you said, communicate in a way that may not be construed as BMing.
Right.
Like work on that communication, and if in doubt, if you think you said something like Kevin was saying, go ahead and apologize, or say, hey, I was just.
I didn't mean it to come across that way.
Yeah, it's like when I'm driving and I do something stupid, like pull in front of someone or whatever. Like when they drive by, like I turn and like wave, and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Like I let them know that like that was my bad. I screwed up.
Yeah.
Right? And if you screw up, you know what? If you have a BM in your team, more than likely, if you're like, I screwed up, I'm sorry about that. Normally, that will probably shut them up until the next time you screw up.
That's a good point. And so I already do this with VGS. I did this today in Siege too. But as Loki, I'll die a lot of times because I got greedy, or I'm an idiot. I jumped in front of like 4 people just to stab one, and I died horribly. So when I die and I know it's my fault and I shouldn't have never done that, I just say, oops, VVGO, oops.
Yeah.
That just means that, hey, I died and I know it, and I didn't mean for, it's not like every time you die, but like to me, that just means that Oh, that was dumb. Oops. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know if anybody else reads it as that, but I think that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to let everybody know that like I'm not trying to be a badass here, or I am, but sometimes I come up flat.
Come on, a little short.
Yeah.
Well, in the opposite vein, when someone dies, don't say anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
almost
Like,
no
bye.
matter what you say is going to
That's
come
too
off
bad.
condescending.
Yeah.
Like you're an a-hole and you're just being a jerk. No, like I can't even really think of anything that would.
I think
Yeah.
curses is often because like curses sounds like it's not their fault. Like darn it, that happened. That sucks that happened.
Yeah,
that's too
that's
bad.
true.
I can
Yeah.
totally
Curses is
understand.
good. Yeah.
That's too bad. Totally can be. I think often used sarcastically, but I think curses is a good way to be like, oh, that's too bad that you died.
Yeah.
Shucks.
I could see that one.
Yeah.
But it's like even when people are like sorry or too bad or like anything, you're like just shut up.
Yeah.
Like because you're
That's definitely
already
the-
pissed that you.
that's
messed
too bad
up.
is horrible when someone dies.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
too bad.
Well,
Or
unless it's like I don't know. I think it depends on the situation. I think if you're like a spammer often, or if you're like that's too bad, that's too bad, that's too bad, that can come off as kind of jerky.
Yeah.
But one thing definitely, if you die, don't spam awesome 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
That is that is the worst. That I hate people that do that. And if something happened that wasn't your fault, okay, but
Oh, so Mitch Mady in the chat room says, I do the sorry all the time when I die. That's not a bad one either, really, if it's you that is dying. I mean, really, you can't say sorry about anybody else's actions but your own. So
Yeah.
that one's a good one. Yeah.
And I think when you die, like you saying something, there's almost I think it's the other way. Like pretty much anything you say is going to be taken as an okay, you did something stupid. Or,
exactly. Yeah, I do that all
Yeah.
the time. If I'm like, I got way too greedy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like, that
like
was my
even if
fault
you're doing
big
awesome
time.
when you die, then they're like, yeah, they know.
Yeah, because it's sarcastic. But not 3 times
yeah.
in a row, right?
But
Awesome.
not the other people. So, not that it happens a lot to me when I die.
I never die in
angry.
this game.
That's
One
true.
of the things
but-
that I've found is also a good way to diffuse BMing is to toss the blame, but not onto your teammates. Toss the blame onto the other team. If you're in like right lane and all of a sudden you get ganked by 4 people, and maybe you were really greedy, but it's sometimes good to be like, wow, there are 4 people in left or right lane. Oops. Or like there are a lot of people in right lane. Darn it. Like toss the blame of your death onto the other team just being better than you sometimes.
Yeah.
And that can kind of diffuse it off of you quickly.
Yeah. So, should we talk about what you should do if you encounter BMers? I mean, is it just as easy as
Yeah.
mute and report?
Well, I said this on an early episode, probably season 1, but one thing that I found that's funny, but it works,
Yeah, it does.
is tell them that you don't speak English, but tell them in a different language. So, but
They just-
but this doesn't work anymore because what they did was they cut off the ability to access the Windows clipboard.
Yeah.
Because when I paste, I can't paste text into the chat anymore. I don't know
can't?
if they've changed that now, but I stopped trying this like many patches ago.
Yeah.
But I would always copy, in Portuguese, sorry, I don't speak English, or in Russian, or some language that I know that most likely, like not Spanish, because there's a lot of Spanish people playing, or at least when I log in.
Yeah.
So anyway, in some weird language, just keep it on in your clipboard. So when you encounter somebody, just hit Control V, and they'll never talk to you again. They're like, oh, foreigners, God.
Yeah, pretty much, right? So they'll just be probably an asshole about it, but
Yeah.
But does that do anything for the game in general after that?
No, it
like
just-
it
no,
fixes
it's like-
it for you.
It's like running away and hiding, basically.
So yeah, it's basically like muting them.
Yeah.
Except for you can still hear them if they have anything else to say besides
Yeah.
yelling at you in your accent. But like, do you advocate reporting? Do you,
absolutely,
Should
absolutely.
you
Yeah.
ask
reporting's
other
good.
people to report when you get to the
Yes,
lobby?
I do that too, and because often I've also found this too, that if you're in the in-game lobby and you're like report Raw for BMing, sometimes Raw will be like, "What are you talking about? Effing report me? F you guys! You guys all effing sucked." And then you can just be like, "There's case A, B, and C, other team. You understand why I asked you to report him now."
Yeah, exactly. And they're like,
Sometimes
oh,
they'll
I
freak
get
out
it.
because you
Yeah.
say report them, and then it shows people why you wanted to.
And then they definitely do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they do it.
Yeah.
Now, would
Certainly
you
helps.
like? Okay, so like when those guys are BMing me in that one game. It's 3 against 1 at that point, right? I come out, I can report all 3 of them. Well, they can all 3 report me, which they didn't, I guess, because I didn't lose any. I guess you lose rep or whatever when people report you.
I don't know.
Does that still happen?
I think it's if it's legitimate report, because I think high-res reviews them.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just automated. Like you get reported, you lose.
Yeah, but I thought when you got reported, you like lost rep right away. Like, so you would know if you got reported basically because you would lose
I don't know.
rep.
I don't know about that.
I mean, reps. Who cares if you lose rep? Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal. But
Yeah.
but I wanted to discuss the situation with them. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do when you're in that part where you're just like, no, let's I tried to friend one of them, but they had put me on ignore.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to talk to them and be like,
ages ago you did. You added him as a friend, and they're like, yeah. And then they joined the clan. And then they started BMing our own clan members. We're like, who let this guy in? Yeah.
He's being mean to everyone, yeah.
That guy was a legitimate, genuine BMer because he just wouldn't shut up no matter who you are. I mean, you're supposedly a friend who led them
to
in
the
your
clan.
house.
That is the first rule.
Don't you think you would at least be friendly at that point? But no.
No, you invite him over to your house and he takes a shit right there on your
Pretty much
front, on your couch.
Yeah.
Just how y'all doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna wipe that up? I want to sit there now. Oh God.
Yeah.
I think those are good techniques. I also think
that's a good technique.
Yeah.
Well, not the pooping on your friend's couch thing, but the recording and maybe muting, and also Eric's if you want to quickly diffuse it. One thing also that I would like to implore people to do is if you're on the team and let's say you're doing really well, and someone on your team is BMing somebody else on your team, come to their defense. Speak up on their behalf and be like, "Hey, dude, leave him alone. Cut it out. Stop." Because he might try to turn on you, which has happened to me before. But you can kind of know, you kind of know he has no grounds for turning on you because you're doing really well.
Yeah.
And maybe even if you're not the target of BM, call the guy out and tell him to cut it out. Because then the person that he's BMing is going to like you and might come to your defense if he starts attacking you too. Yeah. And maybe the other people on the team that are being silent, see this and might also help you out. They might not want to be the first person to speak up against this guy.
Yeah.
And they see someone do it and they join in and your whole team might be like, "Hey dude, stop, cut it out."
I mean, it's honestly BMing is a form of bullying.
It is.
It's absolutely that, and it's the same thing. You teach your kids and hope your kids do, and friends and whatever do, in those types of situations. And I think that's like you said, that's how you handle it. You come to the defense of others every time, and you support them. You absolutely stand up against it, and you tell them it's not welcome. And everybody who does that and agrees on it should do it every single time. And if everybody does that, we could actually probably end it. At some point the BMers are going to be like, dude, they I say something and they all jump my shit. I need to just shut up and play,
Right.
So yeah, cyberbullying, and then kick him in the junk.
Kick him in the Jimmy. That's right.
Okay, so anything else to say on that?
I don't think so. That was a good discussion.
Pretty good stuff there.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
That is what BMing is to us.
Let us know what BMing means to you and how you deal with it.
Yes, for sure.
If you have a situation where you were BM'd, when we say let us know, we're talking about on the YouTube video, or you can go to submit.deadworkers.com.
Yes.
There's an easy form there. You can submit whatever topics.
Let's get some YouTube comments going too. If you watch this on YouTube,
yeah,
get some discussion, get some poems, get some haikus going.
Do you want to see us play Smite? Besides,
hey, that's a good one. We've been wondering this all week. We recorded a really great match that we're thinking about putting up this Sunday, or next Sunday, or I don't know. It might already be up.
No, it still needs to be edited.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's a big thing. We want to know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget that we time travel when we do the show.
Yeah. We're on Monday.
That's why you don't want to BM us. We will time travel back and make your life hell.
Yeah, and kick you in the Jimmy.
Yeah, we'll boot you in the fruit.
Fruit you in the boot.
That was
too.
Bob the Titan's phrase. I like that.
Oh yeah.
And thanks everybody for coming in to watch us live on Twitch.
Yes, you can do that. We record on Thursdays around between 7 and 8, usually Eastern time. Sometimes a little bit later, but I'd say between like 7 and 10 Eastern.
You sounded sarcastic when you said usually, as if you're like trying to BM us or something like that.
I'm
just
curses.
And by the way, no habla español.
El puto sabe más que tú.
Me no speaky American.
Curses.
Oh yeah, one last thing before you go. One last thing I forgot to tell you, Kevin.
I can't.
I forgot to tell you something very important, Kevin.
What is it? What is it telling you?
Smite on!
You are now at the end of another episode of On Smite, a podcast brought to you by the Dead Workers Party. Listen every week by subscribing on iTunes or by visiting smite.deadworkers.com. Watch the episodes on youtube.com/deadworkersparty or see the live show at deadworkers.com/live.